Well, hey folks, how you going? You may have realized a bit of a change or step back with recent episodes. That's because we've had budget cuts. So we're had to go back to basics. We've gone back to our roots. Now, many people and businesses do this. Like, yeah, you try something new. If it takes off, that's great. But if there appears to be cracks in the armor, it's like, oh God, how are we going to keep this going? And if it fails, well, you can't do it anymore. It's like, alright, well, let's go back. And sometimes when you go back to your roots, it's a certified hit. Like, it's like huge. It's like, bang! It's how it was when you first started. So, well, what's some of the back to roots you can think of, Spruce?
Roots. Well, sometimes you need to go back to the beginning to start new things, you know. Well, roots, the way I see it, it goes with anything in life. Work, school, television, music, whatever, sports. Things don't work out, you need to go back from the beginning. So, you do have good points there, my friend. So, but a lot of things about roots.
Speaking of points, careful where you point that. That freaky that.
Oh yeah, I just got this. Went on a nice holiday, vacazione, and got myself one souvenir. I don't know if it's...
Now, you mentioned music.
That's right.
And roots and music. Sepultura.
Roots, bloody roots.
One of the most successful and iconic albums in music. And, well, yeah, they changed genres with that album, but it was all about going back to the homeland. You know, pride, blood, honor, back to your roots.
Yeah.
And then they changed, and now the new lineup of Sepultura is back to their thrashier roots. And, well, speaking of metal, you got Metallica. They went back, not so far back to their early roots, but back to their main prime. You know, their independency. It's like, yeah, Death Magnetic, more thrashier, more back to how Metallica were over Saint Anger and Load and Reload. And, well, you got Carcass. They pretty much went back to their huge main prime. On the lines of Heartwork is what Surgical Steel is, and, well, even Mushroom Head. You know, they changed a little bit, and now with their new album, that's all back to how they were mainly known. So, yeah, going back to your roots, it's good if you need to do it. And if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. So,
Speaking of music, we forgot to mention about, remember a long time ago, my favorite band, Kiss, always wore t-shirts and all that.
Oh yeah, Kiss.
Well, these are little fact. Their latest album was released in 2012 called Monster. Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons says we're going to go back to basics. We're going back to the beginning. In other words, roots. In other words, they're putting rock and roll back on the map. And what a good kick.
Despite Gene Simmons saying rock is dead.
Well, there you go. Well, they're still kicking ass, but that latest album, they're going back to their roots.
And we might have not gone so far, Bert, because, well, I don't have the little drawn-up title screens, but, hey, you know, it's time and effort, and if you don't have much time, you can't really put in the effort. So, once we get the more professional gear, maybe Series 3 will have more stuff, but for the rest of Series 2, it's back to our roots. So, once again, scare you later.